all we know is what we are. That is, we don't ask to be born, and we just arrive in this world, and we have to make the best of it. Wake, bed, out. I never lie in bed. I just used to get up, straight out, straight up. I don't ever sit in bed. The tasks I've set myself. Every day there are tasks that I should complete. Don't beat myself up if I don't complete them. But I try not to have them, one task going on too many days. Like if I haven't blogged, I make myself blog, even if I haven't got much to say. I usually have. I think what made up my life then were my girlfriends. Was working, enough money to have the lifestyle I wanted, which didn't always happen. The theatre was very important to me then. I needed to, I have to have an artistic input. So I would draw, or I would paint, or I would go to the theatre, or I would read a play. I used to belong to an amateur dramatics, so I was in plays. I can't sing. I wish I could, but I can't sing. So I liked opera. So it's, yes, all those elements. Even though it wasn't very popular with a lot of my girlfriends, I would just go off and do those by myself. I must read. I have to read a book. Don't have to listen to music. It's quite nice, but I don't have to listen to it. I don't have to see my family every day, but I do like to see them regularly. Again, it's learning things. It's not the same things all the time. My girlfriends weren't interested. They wanted to party. I don't like clubs. I don't like discos. Yeah, I don't like music clubs. I have claustrophobia, so every time it's closed in, no thank you, I don't go. So I didn't go to concerts, too many people. I would go and listen to music by myself, but mostly I would listen to it in a jazz club, which is small, although it's usually underground, small, and not very crowded. So you can still walk around and it's not so closed in. No, I don't have any one thing. They have to keep changing for me. Once I have discovered, once I have read, it's in here and I don't forget. So I have to have difference all the time. It's complicated. Complex, because it could be simple, but I have to have complex. I have to be interested, otherwise I get bored. And I can find life itself very boring. The concept of just getting up, doing what you want, and going to bed is lovely for a holiday. Besides the MA, well, apart from the MA, I am filming my own documentary with Jeff, and I'm just about to get my own iMac and my own editing stuff, so that I can work. When this course is ended, I can work independently. What I'm aiming for is to be my own production company, but just making documentaries, non-fiction film. And go where my interest takes me. So I have got an outlet for my restless mind, so that if something interests me, I can pick it up and I can go into it and I can investigate it and I can research it and then bring it to a whole in a documentary, even if it's a short 3-minute documentary, so that I can bring together what I've learned and say, this is what I've found out. That's what interests me in life. Coming to Nottingham Trent, I've enjoyed learning about China. I've enjoyed meeting all the different students we have. I know some of the tutors here. I have enjoyed learning about Broadway and being more involved with Broadway and making friends through Broadway. So right now, at this point in time, this is what makes me happy. But in 2 years' time, it may be something else. I first discovered I could paint, so I learnt as much as I could about painters. I then went to do my fine art degree, so I did a BA and MA in fine art. Before then, that was eventually before then, I discovered on a weekend riding that I loved riding horses and I could do it quite well. So I ended up owning a horse and competing with her for 15 years, long time. And when I didn't have my horse anymore, I was floundering around wondering what I should do, and my art progressed into film, but I didn't know how to do it. So I thought, I know what, I will try and come somewhere that will show me how to do it. That's why I'm here. The enthusiasm for coming here is what gets me up every day. I haven't found it yet, but I want to live 10 lives. I would like to have been an archaeologist. I would like to be a forensic scientist. I would like to be an investigative journalist. I would like to be a good cameraman, a good sound man, a good director. All different lifetimes. I can't live that long. So yeah, there's always something that will interest me. I like diving, deep sea diving, but I don't do it very well. So I like to do that better than that. I've also learnt Equus, which is a language that allows you to communicate with horses through body language. It's not, I know what they're thinking, but there's no nonsense like that. But you are taught to watch a horse, and you are taught that they are signals they give to each other, and they don't change. Not like different languages, they're all the same. So, in consequence, I'd like to do that more. Be happy when I'm very easy to please. If it was a lovely sunny day and the birds were singing and I didn't have to go to school, that would make me happy. Yeah, I'm very easy to please. I can find happiness in very small things. It doesn't have to be. I don't have to be an outing, because sometimes outings are too much trouble. I'd much prefer to be. I'm quite easy company for myself. I can find things to do that make me happy. Rudeness, people bullying, loud noises, shouting, not being polite to each other, not treating each other with kindness. Unkindness I can't stand, and I will step in. I've done that before when I was young. Do you want the story? Unhappy. Arguments, but that's with people. What makes me unhappy? Nothing tangible. Small places. I'm very unhappy in small places because I have claustrophobia. So I manoeuvre myself around small places. I wouldn't like to do that. I don't like incompetence. I should have checked that before. Yes, equipment not working when you get to the shoot is just, that would send me spiral. Absolutely. And lack of preparation for something that's important like that would make me angry. But you know what makes me more angry is I'm not angry with other people, I'm angry with myself. I blame myself. I say that it's my fault, I should have checked, it's my responsibility. If it's not my responsibility and someone makes a mistake, then it's just, okay, we'll deal with it. But if it's my responsibility, I bash myself up. I really do hate it. And I hate to feel stupid. Yes, if I think someone thinks I'm stupid, that really upsets me. No, I need to pace myself, and that means that I do as much as I want to do until I'm very tired, and when nothing is going in and I'm not productive, I rest. And sometimes in the winter that can take 2 days when I do nothing and I just stare out the window.
So
And it's just thinking. I mustn't think before I go to sleep, because otherwise I won't go to sleep. So I have a little routine. It's a bit Buddhist, I think. I live in the moment. I feel my body and I think, am I comfortable? Am I too hot? Am I too cold? Can I feel any pain anywhere? No. And usually by the time I've done that, I'm asleep.